guys. Okay, so I've got a lot of good light in here, and yeah. So this is my third vlog, and this is my 25 questions, no facts about me. And okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start because this is probably gonna take me a while. Okay, so my first fact is South Carolina is my home. I've lived here all my life, and I love it here. I don't think it's as special as maybe some states, because I've visited a lot of places in my life, and I don't really know which one may be my favorite. I'll have to kind of think about that. But I'd have to say my favorite might either, I guess I'm not very sure. But I think my favorite part of South Carolina in this state or whatever has to be Charleston. Charleston is a really good place to be, and I think to me that might just be somewhere where I might want to stay, a few months there, and I just want to explore my state a little bit more, So, and I love Charleston. I recently went, June 21st, June 22nd, and June 23rd. I went there. I'm so awesome because I remember that. Okay. I'm not as awesome as people really think. I'm not as awesome as well, people think I'm awesome, but no, okay, I said that completely wrong. Oh well, forget that. I grew up here, where I live now. I grew up here. Greer is about the place that I grew up, and I've loved it. And then I moved, and even though I don't really like Spartanburg as much as I wish I could, I still really like it, and I think if I didn't live where I live now, then I would have never met Brianna, which I really hate. So I'm thankful, Okay. So how many minutes have been on here? Oh wow. Okay, so I gotta hurry. All right. So my very second fact is that I do get bullied at school, and so I get bullied a lot at school, quite frequently, every single year, a lot over the years. And okay, so then my third fact is my best friend in the entire world is Brianna Ewers, because she's sweet, she's caring, she's loving, and she's just so sweet, and she's so selfless. She's the best. She's actually the nicest girl I've ever met in my life. I think me and her will be best friends for a very, very, very long time. I've tried to be there a lot for her because but something happened a few weeks ago. I try my best not to think about it. I still cry about it to this day, because to me it's really sad, and it really hurts, what happened, and I'm not going to say what happened just because I don't want to get descriptive about it, and plus I don't think that Brianna wants me to talk about it on to other people, and I don't want to make her feel that way and her get hurt. Yeah. And I love her to death. She's like my sister. Alright. So, next thing. Actually, my fourth fact about me is that Brianna and I both have the same middle name. Her name is Brianna Diane Ewers, and mine is Victoria Diane Foster. So, actually, we discovered that the day that she came to my house to pick me up, that we were going to spend the night, and she saw Victoria Diane on my wall, because I have a thing on my wall that says Victoria Diane. And that's, that could be my fifth fact, I guess you could say. So I'm still working on my fourth. Okay, but I got my fifth fact finished. So that's weird. Okay. So she saw it, and she's like, "That's so awesome, man, you better have the same middle name." And I'm like, "Oh my God." Okay, so fact number 6, since I did my fifth. Fact number 6 is that I've gone through a lot in my life, a whole lot. No one knows about it. Not many people really actually know. It's just people that are very, very close to me know about it. And Brianna, you know, me and her are very, 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 very extremely close. But I don't like to talk about it to anybody. It's just really tough to talk about, and it's a really tough emotional subject for me. So, yeah. So my 7th fact about me is that I have only one sibling that lives with me. My dad has more kids than my mom. My mom has only 2 kids, which is me, and I'm the oldest. I'm almost 13 years old. And then I have a little brother who's almost 2. He was actually, I'll tell you in the next fact, he's almost 2. He'll be 2 in August, and I'll be 13 in August, which is next month. And, yeah. So, and my dad has, I have to count. I have to think of who and all is in my family. Okay, so the firstborn was Cassie, who is about to have a baby soon. I think she's 5 or 6 months pregnant. Okay, I think she's almost 7 months pregnant, which I know to you, probably most of you probably talking about that. That's kind of weird. She's 18, which I know most of you probably think that's absolutely ridiculous to be having a kid when you're 18. But it was kind of unexpected, and I don't feel like, you know, trying to say everything about it. She doesn't really talk to me. Cassie I haven't seen in 7 years. Yeah, about 7 years, I'd say. 7 or more years. 7 at the least. So I haven't seen my sister in 7 years. I know most of you probably think, oh my God, that's absolutely horrible. But that's on my dad's side. So, yeah. Okay, so on my dad's side, he's got Cassie, who was born the first out of all of us. She's 18. We hardly look alike. You can't really tell that she's my sister, honestly. Then there is me. I was second born, and like I said, I'm on my dad's side. My mom, Cassie, is not my mom's kid. Cassie is my half sister. Her mom is Angie, and I have another brother, Brock, who was the third born, and he has the same mom as Cassie. Brock's mom is also Angie. And then there is my, oh yeah, okay, I almost forgot. Then there's Caroline. She's the youngest, and she's the last we've had. No, wait, should we make sure? See, this is why you shouldn't have that many kids. Because over here. Okay, so then there's Caroline, who is, I don't even know how old now. Oh my word, she's born in 2008, 2008, yeah. 2009, she was born 2009, okay. No, she's born 2008. 2008. She's almost 5. Oh my gosh. Like she just turned 5 this year. May 6th is her birthday. Alright. So anyway, she's 4 or 5. I don't know. I can't remember. I've only got to see her about once in my life. So I saw her when she was, I think she was about a few months old. I think she was about 9 months. Anyways, alright. So my 8th fact about me is that I was born on August 30th. Okay, my mom, in 2011, my brother was born, and we had discussed the fact that Mom's due date was originally September 7th, but then they said that the only time that they weren't really available that day. So they said, but it would also be okay to do it, and there was only one day that they could actually do it, was August 30th. The day of my birthday. So we had planned at 7:30 that morning. My brother was going to be, they were going to go ahead and my mom was going to go ahead and give birth to my little brother, or she was going to later. I don't know. Whatever. And so that's the time that they wanted my mom to have the baby. So, that was my same day, my birthday, which I absolutely thought was the weirdest thing in the world, because this was the only sibling that I have. It's just me and my little brother, that we live together, and he's the only sibling I have that I live with. Brock I see the most out of my siblings. I mean, no, Braden, which is my little brother, he's the one that I see most out of all my siblings. So yeah, I think I'm at my 9th fact. I'm not very sure. But Braden is the one I see most just because he lives with me. And Brock is on my dad's side, he is the one that I see the most. I don't really see any of my other siblings. I just see Brock. And then I see Caleb, who is my cousin, and I love him to death. He is, you know, he's a really good family member, and, you know, we've both been through a lot. He's been through a lot with his mom and his dad, stuff like that. So anyway, 9th fact about me, actually, you know what, let's go back to the last fact because I didn't get to finish it. Actually, my brother was born August 29th. My mom ended up going into labor sooner than they was expecting. So that night, he was born at 9:59 p.m. I was 11 years old, and I remember sitting in the waiting room. Oh my God, I was just sitting in the waiting room thinking, it's been 3 hours since they said the baby was going to be here. And I'm sitting in that waiting room getting so angry because this is the first sibling that I actually got to watch, or no, not even watch, but actually got to be there while, you know, I was at the hospital. All my other siblings, I got told about a year later that they were born. So yeah, and I can't believe it because I'm actually going to be an aunt, so I'm very happy. I've waited for this day. Because I've always wanted to be an aunt, but I never actually got to be, so yeah. Alright, so my 9th fact is that my parents, my mom and my dad, my real dad, they were divorced when I was about 3 or 4, which was a tough time for me because I remember when we moved out of the house that I have lived in since as far back as I could remember. We lived in that house, and then we moved all of a sudden. And we moved to this new house, except I didn't understand because my dad wasn't with us. I didn't see him anymore. I wasn't seeing him for about 2 years straight. I saw him a few times about after that, and I was talking to him on the phone and stuff that year, but I wasn't hardly seeing him anymore. And I didn't understand. It was really hard to keep in touch with my dad and my family because we didn't know, you know, we knew they lived in the same place, but like they weren't talking to us or anything. So I was like, where in the heck is my family? Alright, let me check the time. Okay, so my 10th fact about me is that, my 10th fact, halfway through, my 10th fact is that I think I explained everything. Okay, I laugh a lot. I get really hyper. I'll tell you my next fact. I'm loud. I'm kind of loud. I talk a lot, and I tend to really get off subject a lot. And yeah. Okay, so my 11th fact is that I have ADHD. I have ADD and I have ADHD. And I don't really like to talk about it to the people because that's something that to me I find personal. I don't like really anybody to really know, but I'm okay with telling people. Used to I was really upset with telling people, but now I'm actually okay with telling other people. So yeah. Then my 12th fact about me is that I love my family so much. My family means everything to me, and actually I do have a stepdad. We both drive each other crazy. That's one thing, you know. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, the 13th fact about me is that, this is a good one. This is a good one. I think y'all like this one. Is that my 13th fact is in kindergarten, even though, the very first day of kindergarten, I won't forget when I came in and I sat down on the carpet and they had like little squares where you're supposed to sit. and on the carpet, it was a huge carpet, and they had like individual color squares where kids were supposed to sit in them, sit on those squares. So I sat down on the carpet, and I remember seeing this girl, Shelby, and I can't remember her last name. Lord, I wish I did, because she ruined my life. Okay, this girl was so mean. She was pure evil. Oh my Lord, like something was wrong with her. I don't know what it was, but she was just ruining the world type. And she was, I don't know, I don't even know what was wrong with her. She was really mean, and she stole a lot of my friends. I had no friends in kindergarten at all. No friends. You know, I was always lonely. I'd get out in the playground, and I'd sit there alone, away from everyone else, and like I'd just be trying to draw on like a little notebook that I'd bring every day, just because everyone else was outside, you know, playing and having fun. So I'd sit there with one of my teachers on the carpet, just kind of drawing and stuff, and just talking to the teachers, because I had no friends. That year was really hard for me, because at the same time, like I said, my dad wasn't there. I wasn't seeing my dad at all, and it was so hard to be happy that year. It really sucked. So anyway, 14th fact about me is that, I don't know. Oh, yeah, okay. I am a big Patsy Cline fan. I love Patsy Cline. I love, my favorite song that she's probably ever written is probably Walking After Midnight. I love that song, and I think it's just awesome. 15th fact about me is I am a huge One Direction and Austin Mahone fan. I do love Elvis. I actually really do love Elvis, and so does Brianna's family. I didn't really seriously get into Elvis until about a year ago, which was because my Mimi was really starting to listen to a lot of it, and I really started to really like Patsy Cline that year also. So yeah. The 16th fact about me is that I do not make straight A's. There was only one year that I made straight A's, which was 5th grade, and I love 5th grade. Yeah. So I don't make straight A's every single year. I probably only make about one A on my report card through the entire year. But for 8th grade, I really am going to try to make a sincere commitment of studying, working hard on my grades, and yeah, turning things in on time, stuff like that. So yeah. And my 17th fact about me is that I have a lot of my dad's traits. I don't look like I look a lot like my mom, actually. Highly a lot like my mom. I'd say, though, I only have her nose and her lips. Yeah. And I have my dad's eyes. I have my mom's eye sockets, but I have my dad's eye color. I have a blue eye color, and then I have like a little yellow, goldish yellow ring around my pupil, that little black thing. I think that's what your pupil is. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, and sometimes the blue kind of turns more grayish on some days, and some it's just blue, dark blue, light blue, greenish blue, you know, stuff like that. So, and I love my eyes. I think it's probably my best feature I think I have. And I have my dad's hair. My mom, her hair is straight as can be, like a straight flat piece of paper. But my hair is really wavy, and so is my dad's. He doesn't exactly have curls, really a lot of curls. Brianna, she's got really curly hair, really curly hair. If she had cut a lot of her hair off, and she only had about that much of it, she'd be Shirley Temple. And if, plus, if she had it, if her hair were blonde, she'd be Shirley Temple. I promise you that. So yeah, she'd be the new and improved Shirley Temple. Okay. So, and like I said, I have my dad's hair, curly hair. All right. Number 18. I think this may be my last one. Okay. Fact number 18 is that, my favorite teacher. Okay, you know what, I'll say my favorite teacher. My favorite teacher in the entire world is Heather Guti. I know it sounds weird, but Miss Guti has been my most favorite teacher in the entire world. Her and Miss Green, Austin Green. Them two have been my most favorite teachers I ever had. I love them. They're actually the one who's taught me in 5th grade, and I love both of them, and I think that's why I made really good grades. So yeah, well, bye guys, and I'm sorry I didn't do exactly 20 and 25 questions, but I try to hurry, and I'm kind of running out of time. But anyway, thanks guys, and comment, subscribe, and like if you want to, and thanks. Bye guys.